What's going on, guys? We're back for another replay analysis. This one of TachyDoo and his teammates. They got it done by going to patreon.com/Gibbs00. He's actually doing it for the coaching tier, but there's replay analysis tier where you can just get the replay done. There's a free play tier where we can play anything you want, ranked, hoops, drop shot, whatever. And of course, there's the tournament tier where you can play for $75 every month. We put it online. 6 players win some money. 3 $20, 3 $5. And we have a grand old time. It's hosted once a month, and it's random teammates, random modes, random maps, and everything changes every single round, including your teammates. It's a lot of fun. Come check it out. But let's get into the replay of TachyDoo. He's about Diamond 2-ish. He said he just lost his Diamond 3, so that's what we're going to call him for this replay. Let's see how it goes. All right, off the kickoff. Not much going on here. Just going for the boost. Look, it's a decent win by his teammate, but nothing really comes of it. And slowly rotate out, and Aether, he got the boost, so he tries to make a play. It's fine. This play works out. It was a good pop. One thing I would like to see him do here maybe is try and look for Aether on the right side of the field, because like right here when you pause it, you're gonna have a challenger here coming at you who's gonna try and block you, probably just where you're trying to attack straight forward towards the net. And you have 2 blue guys on the left side of the field while you have a teammate on the right. He's not facing the right way, but if you throw it to open space, he'll probably be able to be the one to hit the ball next, and you can make a play out of that. Instead, he just throws it a big clear out, which actually works really well, because that's like the second best option, is to throw it high and near their net. So he does get that, but it was a little risky with that guy coming in, attacking him. So that works out. He's got a cycle out there. He gets demoed, but that's okay. His teammates are there. Back it up. Anthem tries for the shot. A little bit of a weak shot. We'll actually go back to Anthem's shot a little bit here, and we'll check it out. So we see the big clear here. Now he has time. He actually jumps really early for this. He probably could have waited a little bit longer. He probably doesn't really need to shoot, but because he rushes this, it's actually not bad. And also he knows that his teammate just got demoed because the other guy's not actually ready in net. But of course, the #1 trait for all good shooters is you always shoot high. You consistently try and shoot high. As soon as he lowers this down, makes it for such an easy save for Grown Mario. And as we can see, he's backwards. So it's like, say this is in the air, probably a goal, but it's a hard shot. Like, it's from the midfield, so you can't really do a lot with it. But anyway, we'll back out here. Now, Aether's moving up, and TachyDoo trying to move up the field. Smart idea, but this is just a really fast counter by the blue team. But he does clear the ball out, which is nice. Looks like Anthem called him off as well. And he needs some boost. Good pass out to the middle by Anthem. Let's go over the pass. Just want to go over this as well. It's right here. Sorry if that was a little jittery there, but it should be smoothed out. I like this play. He tries to get it off the wall as soon as possible so he can throw it back to the center. Goes over to Aether. And Aether honestly should finish this ball. He just kind of missed times where that pass is going at first. He just reads it incorrectly. Should have been a goal. Great play there by Anthem. Right here, I'm not a big fan of what Tachy did here, because as soon as he starts moving up, you see that Anthem is going up for this ball, and this is definitely going to be a 50-50 that could easily go anywhere. I don't like how close he is right here, because his teammate's in net, in the blue net, which is obviously not good, and Anthem's going up for this challenge. And these balls tend to just skyrocket out, so a little nervous about this. And that's exactly what happens. It goes a little bit far, but he's trying to softly place in the corner. That honestly wasn't the end of the world that he didn't get a touch on this. He's trying to just safely hit it. He probably didn't even need to do that. He kind of panic hits this. No one's around. It's really a Guzzaboo over there. What a name, by the way. But he's trying to make a play. There's not really much going on. He probably could have waited a little bit longer before going in the air. He just went up in the air a little bit early. Misses, but Aether should be able to do something with it. He also doesn't hit the ball all that well. And that's just 2 poor touches, and when that happens, or 2 missed touches, when that happens, a goal is going to be scored. It's bound to happen, so not the greatest of plays there. Here we go, moving around. I would have liked to see him actually probably move up on this. Like, you got to assume that Aether has this ball 1, I would think, and move left on it, but he does have a teammate. He's trying to play a little safe, so he rotates out. It's not the end of the world. Anthem trying to make a play. Let's see what he can do here. He doesn't go for the double pop aerial here, which would have been really, really helpful. Or he kind of does, not really though. So he doesn't get the height as quickly, but he keeps the play alive, which is most important, because that was a tough play. That was heading back. Aether just spreading some love there. He's got time here. So this play, I'm not a big fan of. Right here, you'll see, look at this. Pause right here. His teammate's there that maybe wants to dribble Whatever, that's not a huge deal. If you want to take the ball instead of your teammate, honestly, I don't really care. That's not a big deal. The big deal is, look, there's no pressure. So if you are going to take it off, make sure you have a good hit. And if you don't, then bail out of this play. You see Guzboo, he's not really going for anything yet. He's waiting to see what happens. And U-Just is all the way back there going for boost. So you got all the time in the world. You can do whatever you want with it. Probably a good idea to slow it down and go for a dribble play. Throw it on your hood and see what you can do. And it's probably a better play for Tachy to do it than his teammate. But his teammate is there. Maybe it's good to just let his teammate go up the wall with it, and he goes up for the pass as well. But instead, he jumps early for this. He basically tries to win it over his teammate, it seems like, and just throws away possession there to Guzboo. Luckily, it came right back to him. But not the greatest of plays when you have the time. Use the time effectively. Don't just throw it low. Like the one thing is, if you're going to throw it high. Always throw it high. And if you don't throw it high, you made a mistake if you have free time, because it's very easy to always throw it high if you need to. And right here, we'll see Anthem tried to make a play. I'm not even sure what happened here. Anthem just going around the wall, and everyone just whiffs on it. Not really anything Anthem can do there. He's got to be careful. As soon as it goes up the wall, you should always bail back, because it's going to be a far, like, air dribble type thing. One thing that you could do is Tachy or Aether, they honestly both kind of follow this too closely to the wall. Now, neither of them can intercept this pass. The one thing I would like to see from Aether was maybe not go up that wall, maybe stay back, lay on defense, and Tachy can go for the interception on the pass, or vice versa, where Tachy rotates behind Aether, and Aether moves up and tries to disrupt Guzboo. Because there's two threats here. There's the threat of the actual shot from the guy on the wall, and then Guzboo. So you always want to have one guy kind of near Guzboo so you can deflect that pass away, and the other one just sitting back on the goal line, worrying about the shot, because the shot's not going to be powerful. It's going to be an easy save as long as you're on the goal line, most likely, unless it's a single shot. But Guzboo does win this ball out. All three in the same corner. They got to be careful there, but looks like they're going to get the clear out. See what Aether can do. He tries for a little dribble. Looks like it's a little wide, though. It doesn't work out. Anthem trying to push up. Doesn't get a good challenge. Aether keeps it alive, and Tachy's just waiting this out, which I don't mind him being kind of deep here. This play looks like Blue was about to counterattack there, so I get it. He's just kind of waiting it out. It's not the end of the world. He could have been up maybe a little bit closer, like after reading some of the play happening, but he still got there for the pass to the middle. Pretty decent pass. No one's available, though. So they're all going to get boost. Ooh, right there, he kind of loses his frame of reference. Right here, like, he turns on ball cam. He sees the pass, but he never handbrake turns. He should easily handbrake turn this and have a play on this ball to pop it above their net. And he doesn't do it. Let's see if he'll at least win the ball here. He does at least, and gets the pass back mid. But he could have easily handbrake turned on that and made a play out of it. And that's the thing. Like, if you want to get better in like the diamond range, a lot of it is just playing fast and like using your handbrake effectively, using your tactics effectively. Like right here, since he's spinning around backwards, he could have just half flipped. That's another one where you want to keep your momentum going a little bit and be in a better position. But it's like, that's not the end of the world, because there was not really a big play going around him. But like things like that always help. Like right there was good. Looked like a nice little wave dash to gain up some speed. If you have a chance to go fast, unless you're inaccurate when you're going fast, and slow it down a little bit, but generally it's a good idea to play fast when you can. Okay, first touch around the first one. You tried to wait just a little bit too long here. So I like this first touch because you see Mario going up the wall. Most people will just try and dribble this up the wall, and then it's always a 50-50, and it always spills out right in the middle of the field, and that's a bad thing right now for Orange because you're in the orange half. So I like this idea, just cutting it down, but he just takes a little bit too long there, but it's honestly like a good play by Grown Mario. So what Aether can do, he gets the shot off. Looks like Anthem was trying to do something here as well. Let's see what Anthem was trying to do. I'm not a huge fan of him jumping for this. Like, obviously, like, hindsight is 20/20, but this looks pretty much like a save. I guess I could see it, but I think that was in without him jumping, but obviously that's just picking hairs or whatever. All right, Tachy trying to make a play. He's the third man on this rotation, so he's got to be very, very careful. He tries to stay with this play to keep it aggressive, but honestly, right now, it's a big mess. Like, once you see a mess like this, it's very difficult to come into this and win a challenge. You're probably better off just heading back and waiting for that to just be fixed. Right here, though, also, like, Aether, he's got to rotate out. Like, let's go over to Aether real quick. Like, Aether's got to rotate out here. This is not his play. He's not even close to this ball. Look at that. Not even close. That's a really bad decision. He's got to rotate out, so if Tachy does get beat, he has a chance to make a play. But Aether moves up, and now look at this fast break by Blue. Luckily, Aether gets back, but it was sketchy. That was definitely sketchy right there. Moving back around. See what Aether can do. Not much, but Tachy does get the challenge. Good idea to not jump for that, to not commit. He's got 0 boost. He's just got to get back and collect some juice. He's got the juice. Let's see what he does. A good bailout here. Just going to be careful with that pass. And honestly, there's not much he can do here because like this could have been like above his net or in his net. He has to kind of bail on this. This is just a good counterattack since Anthem kind of messed up and gave them the ball. Which we'll go over to Anthem again for this play. Just want to see what happens. Like, he just kind of whiffs on it. It's as simple as that. And if that happens, he did have to bail as the third man. Luckily, the pass didn't come in. So he's all right. Good trade this hard crew. Like, I don't mind this play at all. He's trying to beat out Mario. And just barely doesn't get enough of the ball. But it's going to turn into an easy clear for Aether. But we get a little bit of ping pong going on here. This play's a little risky. All right. Not a huge fan of this. I would just bail. He's taking his time here. He's taking a long time. Like, I guess maybe if Anthem can hit it to him. But it was looking a little sketchy. I probably would have been bailing a little bit quicker just to make sure I get back and help my teammates. Again, very minor things. Nothing crazy. Alright, let's see what type of clear he is from Aether. Right here, now, this play, I would rather see him move up. So right here, if you stop it, there's no one challenging Aether. No one. So this is where... See all three? Like, no one's even going near the ball. Like, Mario's, like, he's flailing in the corner. These two are leaving. This is when Tachy should be moving up midfield, because Anthem's not really that close either. Moving up midfield and waiting for this pass from Aether, so then he can go for, like, a deflection or whatever. At worst, put it into the same corner. Like, put it back into this corner, and then Anthem can come in and try and follow it up. But he bails on this. He actually turns around in net, which is not really useful. He had the slight edge over Anthem, and Anthem needed to get boost. He could have been a little bit closer and made a play. Like, he probably wins that ball, like, over Guzzaboo. Like, Anthem was a little bit further out. He could have probably challenged Guzzaboo, and Guzzaboo doesn't get the slow dribble here, which he's doing right now. Anthem bumps him. Actually, kind of worked out. Put him in the net, but let's go back to this dribble real quick, because I'm not a big fan of this play at all. So right here, you see what's happening. There's about to be a dribble, and he decides to continually drive into this corner. So Tachy's the goalie. He's driving away from the net into the corner. Like, you're not saving something, like, if it's over here. Like, if he cuts this, it's over. Both you and Anthem are turned around. As soon as he sits on this dribble, you got a handbrake check, turn around, and at least face the other direction, or just go and challenge him right away. One of the two. But continually driving away from net, not the greatest idea. Luckily, that bump, like, got Anthem in the right place, and they make the save, but pretty poor defense there on that spot. Little confusion here, but that's actually fine. Like I like this play where, like, all right, look, no one's around. I don't have to hit this ball. Just leave it, because I know my teammate's here. So just let my teammate do the higher quality hit. And that's the thing a lot of people never realize in Rocket League. Like, most people are like, no, I have to hit the ball. I'm close to it. I'll hit it. That's a talent to know when, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to have a really bad hit. Let's not go for it. Anyway, Aether moving up. Not really getting too much. See what Tachy can do. A good idea on this challenge. I don't like the side flip back to the wall, though. Right here, he has the edge. Right here, he has that edge. He was, like, over here just a little bit more. But he side flips back to the wall. He loses that angle that he had on this dunk. He's got to just front flip into this. If anything, because if he's over here and he front flips, he's tackling that ball really well. But the side flip kind of makes him lose that challenge worse than he needed to. So I don't really like that. Like, if you're going to commit and hop off the wall, just commit and go for it. Oh, no, the dribble gets denied, and this could be trouble. Luckily, they get it out, but see how long. All right, plays out. I just want to go back a little bit. I want to go back to what Aether did here. See what he did. He's got to wait for this play. Okay. It was a dangerous play. That's actually a nice trap. But, yeah, he just loses that dribble. Like, once you lose a dribble and the ball's in front of you like this, right here, you've lost your dribble. You're not going to dribble at this point. You already know this. Do not turn away from the ball. Never, never, never leave from behind the ball when you're, like, the last one back. Like, he leaves this play. You got to just front flip into this and be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going for 50-50. I don't care where it goes as long as it doesn't go in my net. But look at this. He literally is trying to cut it when the ball is never near him. Like, near the side of his car. It's like, it seems like a panic dribble, if anything. And then he cuts away from it. And look at that. Just a free dunk. Like, that should have been goal. They got really lucky. But I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to cut it. But once you know that that ball's in front of you, you don't really have a chance. You need to just go for that 50-50 and not worry about it. And here, just a little bit confusing. It was hard to tell exactly what to do. Tacky gets a little confused as well. Probably should have just sat in net at this point. Because, honestly, what else is going to happen? Like, the ball's going to spill out in front of his net. No real need to go underneath this ball. I think he thought it might have been in at first, but then just kept driving. Feels like he's got, like, a delayed reaction at times to these plays. Or, like, he's still worried about it when there was no chance I was going in. So it made it a little bit more sketchy. But they whiff. And now that they're going to get a little fast break out of this. Good demo. Probably could have got a little bit more of the ball. Because you know he's cutting it to the left. Like, once you see the ball on his left. He probably could have just won the ball and maybe done a 50-50. But either way, you still got a demo. I like the idea of him hunting him down a little bit, but nothing happens because of it. Aether, baby. What happened here? What happened here? All right, let's go over to Aether. Like, Anthem misses. Whatever. Anthem misses. But this play right here, you have him. You have him. You have him beat. All you got to do is side flip into this ball. This ball is not in your net. That's all you got to do. He just never jumps. Always jump if there's a dribbler coming at you, going for a challenge. You won't jump over the ball. You'll be okay. Always jump and do something. Never stay flat, especially if you're in a flat car. If you're in a flat car, you should never be grounded when you're about to do a 50-50. It is not a good idea, unless you're trying for something different. But that was not something different. That was just a really bad challenge. Always got to be jumping on those. And now we got 2-0. Well, let's continue. Aether going for the dribble, going to the wall. Okay, so this is where Tacky goes into the middle. See what he can do. Aether just bringing it around. Wait for the ball to spill out. There it is. Nice play by Aether. Nice play by Tacky to just be there and support. Just wait it out and then just put it home. Well done, well done. Very similar to the play earlier when Aether brought it to the wall by himself or was on the wall and Tacky didn't follow. That time he follows, waits it out. Good play. All right, see what Anthem can do. Anthem doesn't win it. I get what Tacky's trying to do. There's 7 seconds left. You just got to hope that he wins it. He also just went to the side. Like, not much he can do here. Let's see what happened with Anthem just real quick before we end this one. Yeah, he was just... He was trying to turn on it, but he just never handbrake turned. Right there, you just got to handbrake check a little bit just so you can turn a little bit sharper. Doesn't happen. That's a goal. And that will be the end of the game. We'll see the last 4 seconds for the fun of it. But that'll do it for this replay analysis. Thank you, TachyDoo. We will be seeing each other soon for some coaching. And thank you guys for watching. And thanks to Tacky's teammates as well for being part of this replay. But that'll do it for me. Thank you guys once again, and I'll see you next time.